All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We've got, almost dropped my controller. We got a lot to fit into this episode. Hopefully we can get it all. So, from Fallen Ruins of the Lake. Actually, wait, no. We're going to do Academy Gate Town first. So, it's kind of hard to mark where everything is. But over here, there's a stone sword key we're going to get. Under here, there's a stone sword key we're going to get. There's a cookbook here we're going to get. Over here, there's some land squirt ashes we're going to get. There's a smithing stone in here we're going to get. We're going to hit up this gazebo here. There's a lot to do here in this area. So we're just going to go from the Grace, and we're just going to go sort of clockwise around this circle. So from the Grace, you kind of want to head up there. We're going to go up there. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. Kind of in this location here. Then we're going to go there. And then we're going to go back to the Grace. That's kind of the direction we're going to go. It's not that there's something there, but that's just the direction. Right? So up here on the right, in that tower there's a piece of loot that we want. That's our glintstone cookbook. Also, there's an Atreya leaf there. All right. Let's go ahead and open up that. So from here, I'm just going to sort of drop off and head kind of north. Up these ruins. You can hear the little twinkle. Gonna grab a somber smithing stone too. You don't want to stick around there for too long. So we're gonna head towards like the double rounded tops here. Continuing to head sort of to the west. I'm gonna see a treasure chest up there. Open that up. It'll be our stone sword key. Then head around onto the left side. And then turn right. So we're going to go underneath the bridge here to the academy. And we don't want to get off torrent here. We just want to stay on torrent. We just want to keep moving. And then we're going to pick up this other stone sword key. And the 3 Mikola lilies. And then we're just going to leave. Go ahead and head on out. So you're going to head sort of like northeast from where we entered and exited that little area underneath the academy. We're going to grab Grace here. And then we're just going to head towards our 3rd marker. Once you get here, go ahead and go inside, grab the smithing stone, and then just leave. Now we're going to head off towards our 4th marker. And what we're looking for is a group of these flowers in front of a chair. Yeah, so it's going to be right here. Real close with that marker. All right, and then from there, we're going to head to our 5th marker. And if you see all of these land squirts here, you're in the right spot. You're just going to pick up the land squirt ashes. And then from there, we're just going to head back around to our Grace. Rest and drop aggro. All right, we can open up our map. All right, so from here, we're going to go here, here, out there, in there, plus here and here. So we don't have enough markers, but we'll show you where to go. So we're just gonna fast travel to this other Grace here. Real quick. Let's head back to the first step. I want to make sure that we grabbed our gesture from here before we continue. So you're going to want to come here. Find yourself maidenless off to Liurnia with you. Seek Rose Church west of Gatetown. All right, so we're going to grab our gesture. So we didn't do that yet. Okay, so just go back there and do that, and then just teleport back here. We want that before we talk to him again over here. He tells us where to go. All right. Now we're going to head off to our first marker. You're going to need a bow or a crossbow or kukri, something ranged, so you can hit that beetle, drop him down. All right. Get your Ash of War. Pick up your smithing stone. All right, now we're going to go ahead to our second marker. Before we do that, let's go run over here to this gazebo real quick. Like I said, we didn't have enough markers to mark everything. So go ahead, grab that smithing stone from that gazebo, and then just carry on. So this is the Rose Church here. Say they didn't seem right. Get the festering bloody fingers. All right, now go inside. We got a little bit of a fight coming up. Grab the Nomadic Warriors cookbook. And then we got a Sanguine Noble that spawns in. Just go ahead and take him down. His little ability there does bleed build up. And it does bleed build up real fast. So try not to get caught in it like I did. But he died right after he cast it, so it's not that big of a problem. But it's a little bit of a problem. So now we have kind of a conundrum. For me, it's really difficult to get invasions because of the location of where I am. So we're gonna record me getting the invasions. And if it takes a really long time, then we will go ahead and cut out all of the waiting, I suppose. But if you've been playing offline, to do this next part of Vare's quest, you need to go online. And we want to do this now before we go any further. So if you are somewhere where it's easy for you to get invasions, Europe, the US, somewhere like that, this should be no problem for you. Me, on the other hand, since I'm in Southeast Asia, it's difficult for me to get invasions or to do anything multiplayer related. So go ahead and equip your bloody finger, and then you want to equip the finger severer. So we're not going to do any PvP. It's not required. What is required is that you use the festering bloody finger. Now, before we do that, let's go ahead and just go to a grace. And we want to spend our runes before we do any of this. So look at our status. So we need 1,400 runes. So what are our rune items? So let's use this one. And then let's use 200. All right, that should get us enough. Oh no, we're literally What are we, 14 runes? 14 runes. Ah, man. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pop another 200, I guess. And now we can level up. Okay. And now we'll go back to the church. I like to do them at the church. You can do them like right at the grace. I don't like to. There's no reason for that. I just don't like to. I'm gonna do both near and far. And then while we're waiting, there's this beetle out here. We want to go kill this. Come on. Okay, so we got Blood Flame Blade. So we want to go up to this gazebo next. Grab our smithing stone. From there, there's a grace here. We want to grab the grace. And there's an item there in those ruins. But let's grab the grace first. So we're going to want to rest at that grace to drop our aggro. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Ice Rend Hatchet. Then we're going to head back to the Grace. That's the only thing here. That's all we need. We just want to drop our aggro. Okay. And then from there, we want to head over to the island that's in front of us there. And as you can see, it's taken me a while to get an invasion. That's going to be a factor of a couple of things. Thing number one is your level. Thing number two is region. Right? Let's grab our Somber Smithing 2. Alright, and then for now, that's basically it. So we're just going to go back to the church. Gonna head back to the church. And I'm just going to wait here and do my invasions. Your invasions might be real quick. Or you might be like me and have them take a while. But you will get them. If you queue for them, you will get them. So, you know, don't fret. And then the one thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you do 3. I always thought it was 5, but it's actually 3. So you only have to do 3. So I'm just gonna wait here. And I'm gonna cut out all the waiting. And then when the invasion finally pops, go in, just use the finger sever, and go back out. Then I'll cut out the more waiting. Yeah, because unfortunately for me, it can take me like 10 or 15 minutes to get an invasion done. And, you know, in a 30-minute video, um, you know, that's, and already having done other stuff and still needing to do other things, you know, leaving the waiting around, not doing anything while I'm waiting for an invasion to pop is not something I want to leave in the video. Like I said, though, we're not going to do any PvP right now. We just popped in, so they're right over here. We could go try and fight them, but we're not. We're just here to use the invasion item and get our credit. So now we're going to use our finger severer, return to our world, right? And then that counts as one use. So we got to use it 3 times. So that counts as use number 1. And so now we just need to do it 2 more times. Now, what happened last time I did invasions is that there was only one other person doing multiplayer. And so I had invaded the same person 3 times. But there's a cooldown. When somebody's invaded, they have a 10-minute cooldown. So they can't be invaded again. So, you know, if he's the only person, if the guy we're invading is the only person that's doing multiplayer or co-op, we're going to have to wait about 10 minutes minimum to get another invasion. Now, what that also does is that means since I just went in and I canceled the invasion, that means that they now have a 10-minute window where they can't be invaded by anybody. So we gave them a little boon, and we got our quest credit. So now we're going to sit here and see what happens. See if we invade somebody else or if he's the only one that's doing co-op that we can invade right now. Oh, looks like we got another one. Looks like these are going a little bit faster. That's good. All right, so we're back in Caled, but we're in a different spot. Oh, it is the same guy, though. I wonder, he's right here. I wonder, we could. Let's hide. Let's go ahead and hide here. And I want to see if he engages this night boss. Because if he takes this night boss on, we'll go in and we'll mess with him. Or if he gets like attacked by that bird, we'll go in and we'll mess with him. Okay, he's getting hit by that bird. This guy here. So we got one of them down. But he's over here by this bird. He's getting fucked up. So he's got more people in. Okay, so he's engaged by the boss. So we're going to go down. We want to take on this guy that's down here. Okay. I think this guy's cheating. Because every attack is missing. Alright, he's dead. So we got one more. Alright, and he's dead. We'll take it. So we're done. That wasn't the cleanest that we've ever done, but we'll take it. All right. Now we got one more to do. So let's do one more. So that's PvP in a nutshell. Right? We are definitely not, we're not set up for PvP at all. Like, we are 100% not optimized for PvP. I mean, for starters, we're only level 49, right? Number two, we're not using trinkets for PvP. We're using PvE trinkets. And number three, we're not using the right physics flask for PvP. Like, we're just not set up for PvP. But if we can get a host that's in a compromised position while they're fighting a boss, while they're fighting like mobs in Caelid like dogs or birds. There's a chance, it's not a guarantee, but there's a chance that we can take them down. So we got another invasion almost immediately. So we'll see who we're invading this time. Okay. Wednesday, the host of fingers. They're up here. I can see them moving. Oh, nope, that's another invader. Somebody here is glitched. But, you know, again, compromised. So we're going to take him out. Somebody's using sleep. Okay. Oh, they got lightning pots. Oh, and they got a friend in. They got a hunter. So this isn't going to go well for us. It's all right. There's a lot of range here. So yeah, he's got a hunter in. We can largely ignore the hunter and just go for the host. Oh, they got us. Now, we died somewhere that's actually going to be relatively easy for us to reach and get our runes back. So, that's not too bad. So, we died up here by the academy, which we got to go get this grace anyway. So, we can just go do that now while we run and go get our runes. And then after we get our runes back, that will be the end of the episode. And then we're also going to take this off of online mode and go back to offline. Since we did the invasions, we don't need to be online anymore. All right, let's grab this. And then our runes are over here to the west. So we'll go grab our runes. And now we'll head back. So from here, I didn't realize that we were still in range there. Okay. It's fine. We'll just run a bit further. Go here. All right. We're going to go to the temple quarter, and that's where we're going to pick up in the next video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you next time.